I'm Lee Hansen here at the Betty Crocker Kitchens, home of the cake experts. This one is a cake-cupcake combo that'll definitely get noticed. The polka dots make it a perfect dessert for birthday parties and baby showers. You'll be surprised how easy it is to make. All right, let's get started. This cake uses just one box of your favorite Betty Crocker Super Moist cake mix. But the batter is divided and baked in two ways, half in a 9-inch round cake pan and the other half in a muffin tin to make 12 cupcakes. To start, we're going to trim the dome off of our 9-inch cake. Take a serrated knife, place your hand on top of the cake, not over the side because you don't want to cut your fingers, and then use a gentle sawing action. I like to lock my elbow in place so that it's a level cut. And you can rotate your board as you go, all the way around. Once you get around to where you started, you can just saw through, gently again, until you reach the center. And ideally, you'll have a nice, flat cut. Now we're going to invert this onto our cake pedestal. So now it's time for the fun part, the color. That's what it's all about for this cake. I have some neon green food coloring. You're going to add a few drops and stir. You can always start with a small amount of the food coloring and then add more as you need. It's better than adding too much. If you're going to be preparing this cake ahead of time, just be aware that the color will intensify as it sits. I like to start by placing a nice sized dollop of frosting right on top of the cake and then spreading it smooth. I'm going to switch to a smaller spatula, and these are offset spatulas. An offset spatula is a great tool, and it makes it really easy to frost the sides of the cake or get into tight spots. You don't want to push too hard into the side of the cake because that will bring some of the crumbs up. Just gentle and as smooth as possible. Once the entire cake is covered with frosting, you're going to go ahead and make a swirly pattern. And I'm just going to swirl it back and forth. It's like a random pattern. Anything will do. So after you've made the swirls on the side, it's time to do the top. And what I like to do is take my spatula and just pull it in towards the center, all the way around the circumference of the top of the cake. And keep in mind that we're going to put cupcakes on top, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Just on the outer edge, you want it to look nice. Once you're done frosting, you may have found that some of the frosting has deposited on the plate. You can just go ahead and take a damp napkin and clean it off. Okay, we're going to do 7 of these in blue. Put a nice little dollop on top, and then just spread it up to the edge. Now I'm going to do 4 orange cupcakes, and the last one is yellow. Now it's time to assemble them. We're going to place our first cupcake right in the middle. The blue is the first layer. And we're going to surround it with 6 more cupcakes. On top of the blue, we're going to put the orange. They're going to stick to the frosting beneath them, and that's good because they won't move around. And last, we're going to put the yellow right on top. So now we're going to put some candy polka dots on. And just press lightly into the cake. And now we're on to the top of the cupcakes. I'm going to use green on top of the blue ones, and I'm going to put yellow on top of the orange. And the last thing, we're going to put orange polka dots on top. There you go. Isn't that cute? Now that's a cake that won't take no for an answer.
For more recipe videos, visit lifemadedelicious.ca.